fire still shines, and we're about to go taking on another run.
Test drive time. Got a 1966 Pontiac GTO. 389 under the hood with a 4-speed. Tri-power setup. Got the triple carbs on top. Also got the power steering. Looks like we should have some heat on this one. This thing's got a nice vinyl top on it. Decent paint job. It does have some flaws. It is older. Nice interior. After this test drive, you'll know everything about this car, so stick around to the very end for picking out the flaws segment. 3 different finance companies available at maplemotors.com. I can ship this anywhere in the country. It's about that time. Let's go for a ride. Place your bets. Do you think the horn works? Go ahead and start this one up here. I notice you got to give her a little bit of gas. And getting those carbs in sync is definitely a task. They seem okay now though, not too bad. I did change the plugs on this one. I know those plugs were kind of fouled out and they needed to be taken care of. We'll go ahead and check some stuff like your heater. Doesn't look like anything's happening with the heater, so it does need some help there. Your glove box. Now I did the full inspection on the interior, and I put it at the end of the video. Wipers work. Turn signals. I hear them. Typically, I think they would be flashing right here. Yeah, I think the bulb's out for it. Did you place your bets on the horn? I couldn't remember if it worked or not, honestly. Doesn't seem like it. Pretty clean ashtray there. Little vent not flipping over. Dash pad. Got a little spot there. Well, I've been letting her warm up. She's still cold. We'll give her a second and we'll take off. Look at the old glass on the rear view mirror. Now, I try not to miss anything on these cars. We go over everything to a T. If you have any questions by the end of this, just let us know and we'll send you more videos. Let's take off. Okay, guys. I'm gonna take off here. Get my seatbelt on. We don't have to stop and get no gas because I already did that. Seems to be running pretty smooth. There's reverse there. Right here is reverse. And then back in first. Clutch is feeling pretty good. Definitely feels pretty smooth. No lights on the dash whatsoever. Just waiting on this traffic to pass by because there's a bunch of it today. Might even ride over to the park, get a little different view. It's like 65 outside. I know, what, last week it was cold. Finally warmed up a little bit. Here we go. Pulling pretty good. Speedo seems correct going down the road. Straight as an arrow. Pretty tight. It's turning there and there, so it's got about that much slack. Getting in our brakes. Brakes are smooth. Get her in a lower gear here, Nick. Watch out for the big old pothole there. Here we go. I got a big old mat in my way here in the floor. I don't quite like in my way. Shifter's shaking quite a bit. Shaky shifter. Shake your shifter. Fill in this hole up here on the bridge. It is massive. You gotta watch out for it. I'll mess somebody's tire up, mess somebody's day up if they don't have a tire. Now, I am getting used to shifting this thing. What we're gonna do is get some outside shots. We'll get some undercarriage shots as well. And picking out the flaws is at the end. Chips, scratches, rust, dents. Of course, anything I see at all, I point out. So please, hit subscribe, and I'll be back with more content here. Good deal. Okay, it's time to roll here. Yeah, it's the end of the day, so there is a tremendous amount of traffic in this town. I had some people come in from out of state and they were like, I'm never coming back to this town. They was like, I'm just gonna have you ship the cars from now on. I was like, I know, it's ridiculous, ain't it? They were like, how do you live here? I was like, well, so, you know, 15 years ago, there was nobody here. I mean, there was some people. And then millions of people just moved in from everywhere, mainly California, it seems like. But yeah, I mean, like all my old neighbors, when I left, I moved out of Hendersonville and went to Goodlettsville. And all my old neighbors were Californians. I was like, oh, okay, see y'all. It's too crazy here. But just coming into work, driving into work, all back roads for me, I love it. Let's give her some juice. It actually feels like when you get into the throttle, it revs up good, but if you let off just a little bit, it pulls harder. Like I was saying, I think maybe somebody needs to get in and kind of make sure the carburetors are synced up well. I mean, the motor is nice and smooth. That's a good plus. It shifts very easy. Great steering. Good brakes. It looked like all of our lights on this one work. Mainly just cosmetics is what I'm seeing, like older paint job here. I'm gonna go check the lake out because it's awesome today and I think it'd be cool to get some pictures down there. Guys, picking out the flaws is gonna be up next. Like I said, chips, scratches, rust, dents, anything that I see. We'll be checking the interior, the trunks, and all. This tornado hit over here and wiped this whole park out. It's crazy. But this one's staying cool. New plugs, got it running nice and smooth. Little buck in there if you're just kind of idling through the parking lot, and a little bit of a shake. I don't know if it's a mount or something, but it's coming from the shifter. You can see how the shifter's kind of shaking. All right, anything else that I see, I will point out. Be sure to stick around. I'll be back. Let's walk this ride. Anything I find, you'll know about it. I'm looking for chips, scratches, rust, and dents. Coming around the front end. A little bit of pitting. Now, just the worst thing on this car, it's got old paint. It's got cracks in it because it's old paint. Little chips in the front there. Chips in here under the hood. See a little surface rust. Be cleaned up. Of course, we do not hide anything. A little water in the light. It's funny, when I get comments, I still get comments. People are like, well, I seen this in the video. Why didn't you say something about that? Well, I did. I zoomed in on it. You seen it in the video. Listen to yourself. There's little chips down here. That actually happened yesterday, guys. I don't know why people insist on doing that. It's literally what I'm doing, is showing you it all in the video. Like all these little specks. I think it's hilarious. But that's what it is. Little chips at the bottom. Little glue there. I noticed the trim is kind of loose. Couple little bubbles. Little bubbles in the corner of the door there. Chip. And all the way through, this paint's got like cracks in it. Just older paint. That's what it does. Little chip there. there. Little chips, your pillar, little ding there. Seal looks good, vent window's decent, a little foggy around the trim. Some of that trim could be polished out though. Man, it's getting windy today. Must be a storm coming. Chips. Vinyl top itself looks great. Reconditioned. Around on the top of it. Decent shape there. Little bubbles on your edges. Now you'll be able to see that better when I shut the trunk. Chips up here. And it's windy today, tell you what. A little bit of surface rust popping up here, coming through this paint. You can see the bubbles. You got a little hole here, maybe a little bit more than surface rust. That's for sure. Holes up here too. Zoom in on all that. It's hard to tell sometimes when it's been painted. Package tray. Looks good though, solid. Okay. Now guys, we do our best to pick out the flaws. Most of all of our customers are very pleased when they get their cars because they understand and see everything. We go over it all with them. We even inspire them to bring mechanics, body guys, whatever, and that way you're comfortable. We understand these are older cars. We don't build them. We buy them from individuals. We don't go to auctions hardly at all. Now, if we get invited, people always ask that. Do we go to auctions? Do you sell your cars at auctions? We don't sell anything at auctions. If anything, we try to buy a few cars, and it's just specialty ones. Some spots here. It's just specialty auctions for classics. I mean, look at all these little cracks, and you can see like some old bird stains. There's just old paint here. I'm trying to get close so you can see it. I see the comment, and I'm just answering comments while I shoot videos most of the time. There was a comment yesterday that said, oh, they don't sell cars, they just take them to auctions and dump them off. Well, that's not true. We don't sell any at all of our cars at auctions. Zero a year. We need all the inventory we could possibly get. Chips there. And we pass on 9 out of 10 cars. I had a guy leave me a bad review the other day, a false review, because we didn't want to buy his car. I thought that was just inappropriate. Little bubbles here. He just got mad, he wanted too much. I mean, people want too much all the time, I get it. But I can't sell it if I think it's too much. Little chips there. Crack here. There was a guy the other day that bought a car from us. And to be honest with you, we get 6,000. We have 6,000 emails currently. We try to get through them, but every day it goes up of people wanting to sell their cars. Well, that's how we buy our inventory, is through our emails typically, or car shows. And that guy got mad because we didn't answer immediately and left us a bad review. Of course, now we're not going to buy the car because he did that to us, which I thought was ridiculous. We buy back our cars all the time. But if you're just going to make stuff up about us because you're mad at us in the moment, that's not cool. Because we didn't actually do anything wrong. We just didn't get to his email fast enough because we were trying to get to the 6,000 other emails, which is not exaggerating at all. One day I'll just make you a little video and be like, check how many emails we got, guys. And Jeff won't let nobody take it over. He's the one that answers all the emails. I was like, dude, let me help. I'll look at some of these cars with you. We need to be overstocked anyways. But typically it just seems like our bad reviews come from people that probably will never even buy from us, which sucks. So if you don't mind, leave us some good reviews, or anybody that's got real experiences with Maple Motors. I usually don't ask my customers to do that because they're ready to go drive their cars. I think I'm gonna start doing that. Every once in a while I was doing testimonies. It was just people asking to do a testimony. I said, sure, that sounds cool. Maybe I need to start doing that. But a lot of our customers, they like buy from their couch in California or Texas, and they become lifelong repeat customers that we sell to every year. No rust bubble there. Got some in the back here. Little spot here. Now, we know the paint's older, but really this car's in decent shape. Let's go ahead and check out the interior. We've actually stepped up quite a bit this week. We've got some high dollar cars coming in. I know some of y'all don't like that, but we're gonna have some really nice stuff. Some people are like, oh, they sell projects. Well, we do have a lot of projects. To us, a lot of those are still nice cars. But we have some really high-end cars. Now they're gonna be in the 50,000 range. But we'll mix it up. We'll buy more in that 30,000, 20,000 range as well. We'll have some of those coming on next week too. But we got some pretty decent cars. I can't say anything about it because a lot of people, if they find out about them, they might buy them before we can list them. And we don't really want that. We kind of like to show the inventory, show the stuff that comes through Maple Motors, give the public a chance. Headliner looks good in this one too. Spot in the dash. Carpet looks really good. Console's super cool. Get the seat belt from underneath it. I'll proving it's a GTO there. So we do got paperwork on this one. That's cool. And I have detailed pictures of that if you want to see that. Get the pedals. Now I do know those carburetors are not perfectly synced up. Once you clear it out, it runs nice and smooth. Got a brand new set of plugs in this one as well. Now getting those carbs set up in perfect sync is definitely an art. There's still people around that can do it. I did notice the seal on the thermostat is leaking once you cut it off. It'll drip a little antifreeze down there in the valley. Not a whole lot, but it does. The insulation up here can be pinned up a little bit. Around the edges of the hood. Coming down with the hood itself. Hold on. Now you see how I shook it back and forth like that? Now what that's gonna do is keep it from bending, and it loosens those hinges up because it was a little bit stiff there. Now there's something you can do. You could grease those hinges and kind of loosen them and tighten them back. And that'll also free them up, because it's definitely got plenty of room to be loosened. Light cracks all in the paint on the hood. There we go. Got to firmly shut the hood on this one. Hinges are stiff because they're sitting a little high there. Little scuffs, chips, like cracks. Now I go over anything that you ask me to, so if you see anything in this video that you want to know more about, that's what I'm here for. I'll come back out, we'll make more videos, we'll send them to your phone directly. We'll do a FaceTime. You could send a body guy, you could send the inspector, you could do any of those above. We offer everything plus here at Maple Motors. 150 detailed pictures. Obviously full test drive video you just watched. Please hit subscribe, share. Also, if you don't mind, go jump in the review section somewhere and leave us positive reviews or any kind of reviews that you have from experiences from Maple Motors, because I know a lot of people are very happy, and we're going to start asking people to do that, because it seems like the only people that leave reviews is somebody that's never been here, somebody that's mad that we didn't buy their car, and so on. It's kind of a sad thing, but hey, I guess people are like that. Guys, thank you for watching. 100 detailed pictures, financing, shipping, it's all available. I'll see you later.